Some parts of this game may be considered violent or cruel. Sounds chill. My controller working? Yeah, here we go. Signalis! We're finally here. I've been wanting to play this game for years now. It was the catalyst that made me play through Silent Hill 1 and 2. Made me replay the old Resident Evil 2. Because apparently this game takes a lot of inspiration from those. So I wanted to kind of see what they were about before seeing what this was about. And it was a good excuse to play those games. Now, 2 points of housekeeping before I get started. I have played the first maybe 2 or 3 hours of this game. Just to test it out. That was a couple of weeks ago. I actually recorded it, but tragically my audio wasn't working. A Windows update destroyed my OBS somehow and I lost all my audio settings, so let's hope that I sound good. This is a bit of a test run. So yeah, I have played the first couple of hours of this game. I was really enjoying it, but it's been a few weeks. So yeah, and the second point is this game has a CRT filter that I would love to have turned on. It creates scan lines all over the screen. Gives it that old school CRT kind of vibe. The problem is, it blows out the recording file by over 10 times the size. I did a test earlier where I recorded for a minute with and without the CRT filter, and it was a gigabyte with the filter on after a minute, and it was only like 64 megs without the filter. So I don't want to spend days at a time uploading these. So yeah, I'm gonna play it without the filter, unfortunately. But yeah, let's begin anew. Get stuck in the unsettling world of Signalis. Wake up. There's going to be a lot of reading in this, so this should help me and my dyslexia, I hope. So from what I've gathered is we are an android lady. Whoops, how do I run? Circle. We are an android lady who has crash landed our ship. Well, it's crashed on a planet in a ship. Is there anything in here we can grab? No. Actually, I don't want to get too far ahead with telling you what's going on, so I might just explain what I know as we get there. Now this game seems to potentially have an unreliable narrator. Stuff doesn't make sense. As I was playing this, I was like, what? That's different. Why is that like that? So yeah, let's try and piece it together as we go. L-Star features repair logic module. Serving our great nation as ship technicians aboard the scout vessels of the Penrose program, ELSA-type replicas like yourself are equipped with a specialized repair logic module, RLM, allowing them to quickly and easily repair both themselves and important mission equipment. Blah blah blah, accessing the RLM functions. Square is the inventory. You can combine things. Basically, this is a little tutorial on how to heal and how to use the inventory. We have here the Penrose 512 Scout Vehicle Status Monitor. So, here is where we are. We are in the Penrose 512. Status. Critical systems failure detected. Location unknown planetary surface. Crew status. A. Young. Gestalt pilot, no signal. Elster 512. Replica unit. Active mess hall. So that's us, and that's where we are. Hard landing on surface has damaged critical systems. Warning. Surface temperature critically low. Wear protective clothing during AVA. So our pilot is missing. Actually, pick up the adhesive tape. Absolutely. One little gameplay quirk this game does is see up the top there where there's the 6 hollow rectangles and the red one's flashing. That tells you how much inventory you have, which is pretty cool. Pretty bloody cool if you ask me. It's good to know. So yeah, in case you haven't heard the word, this is a survival horror game. Similar to Resident Evil of old, and Silent Hill of old. And yeah, it is. I was having a blast with it, but unfortunately the recording didn't take, and I got a bit disheartened for a couple of weeks. So I figured while Lies of P gets rolled out, I'm going to take a little break. So we're back on this icy planet. Alright. What do we have here? The landing and docking assist monitor. It's of no use to me now. A faded photograph stuck to the LDAM controls. Pick up the photograph? Yes. Picked up the photograph. Check this out. Ship's control panel. Sorry. Judging from the readout, there's no chance it'll ever fly again. Bugger. Shit's fucked. The starboard controls panel. The controls aren't responding to any input. Probably an electrical failure. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, so we've crash landed on this icy tundra and our pilot is missing. Let's take a look at this photograph. A photograph taken on self-developing film. Ew. Despite the damage, Ariane Yong can still be seen on it. So here's our white-haired pilot, Ariane. It's locked. Where are we? We're in the stern hall. Very stern. Where are we now? In the personnel. That looks promising. Smeared diary page. Cycle 57. Woke up from cryo in Petit Mess Hall. I was wondering, Elster is looking out flight D, like some lost in thou. Sometimes I feel is home. That makes perfect sense. If only we could read QR code. The Gestalt officer's sleeping bunk. So from what I've gathered, each one of these ships is assigned a Gestalt pilot and a replica doodad person, such as us. And we are sent onto the far brinks of space to find shit for the nation. Penrose type vessel field operations manual. Okay, yeah, I think this is where it explains it. Penrose type vessels of the Yuuzhan People's Navy are low-cost space exploration vessels deployed beyond the solar system's edge in the search for planets and moons fit for habitation or rich in natural resources to support the continuous growth of our great nation. That is a mouthful. All Penrose vessels are piloted by a Gestalt Scout officer, supported by a land survey ship technician replica. Elster. That's us. This partner system of Gestalt replica cooperation has proved successful in countless previous Scout operations. Mutual control and support allow both the Gestalt officer and the technician replica to perform at their optimal capacity. Once the vessel is catapulted towards the edge of the solar system by an orbital mass driver, a pilot may adjust the course from the flight deck, while the replica will take care of mechanical maintenance of the vessel. Right. Each ship's got a pilot and a maintenance person. Makes sense. Where is our pilot? Yeah. I love that. Can you see that? Yeah, see how... I don't know what you call that. I should know it because I'm pretty sure I use that effect on my text and my thumbnails and shit. But see how I move the thumb, the finger? There's like a red chromatic contrasty bullshit. Cool story. I like it. So if we look at our photo, we have a code on the back. Wow. So it looks like a dick and balls. Something on the side. Let's open it up and see what we see. Diagnostic systems for the cryogenic capsule. Anything else around here? No. Two pieces of a key snapped in half lie inside the cryogenic pod. Also covered in blood. Picks up the airlock key. But with our handy dandy duct tape, airlock key. We now have a key to the airlock. Which is where... Okay, so we've been through there. Must be down here to the left. Achtung. A lot of German words. Stuff going on here. German names. Wonder if that's just a design choice or if the devs were actually from Germany. Germany. The suit has been removed from the case. Bugger. There's an Ava suit in the case. Goodie for us. Alright. Let's use the airlock key, eh? GTFO. Alright. We are outside our ship. And it's blowing a gale. Can't do anything, can't turn around. Can only push X to move forwards towards these ancient looking monolithic structures. What's going on here? Did that white screen make me look as pasty as I am? Pretty pasty. I've got that first fleet kind of gene running through my body. All right. Is that wet? Is the floor wet? I don't know. This looks pretty primordial and gross. There's a strange hole leading deep into the ground. There's a faint light glowing in the deep. Crawl into the hole. Sure. Absolutely. Don't know whether that's a little reference to Silent Hill. Always sticking your hand in weird shit. Probably not. Yeah. It's like we're being rebirthed. Well, yeah, this made sense. Now we're in this little room. You see the hole? Is the hole still there? No. Door won't open. Where could it possibly lead to? A light switch. I'd rather not turn it off. An old wooden wardrobe. This is all cool stories. What's up here? Books. Old Imperial cereals. I'm pretty sure these are banned. Textbooks on radio operation. They look old and worn. View these photos. Dark pictures of a coastline and an island. Are they photographs? Looks like it. The national flag. Is that a protractor? Compass? Telescope? Box. Heavy safe box wrapped in chains. Right. Anything here for me? Nope. An ancient looking tome is lying on the table. It feels like it is calling to me. Pick up King in Yellow. Now the King in Yellow, I've heard this referenced in a few sources of media like Fear and Hunger and Demon Souls. I'm not sure what the original text is, but generally when a king in yellow is involved, True Detective as well, I think. Yeah, generally when there's a king in yellow, it's gonna be a bad time. So let's pick it up and read it. A lot of random shit taking place. Great holes secretly are digged where Earth pores ought to surface. Yeah, what's happening to our face? Oh! And things that have learnt to walk that ought to crawl. Ooh. Remember our promise? There you go. Orbital. I have no idea what that shit was about. Synchronizes that synchro. Okay, so is this us booting back up? Seems like it. Have our eyes changed? Were our eyes green before? I have some theories going on. First of all, let me, okay, first of all, then the second first of all. The first of all, this is very Silent Hill 2. I came all the way here to find her. There's no turning back now. Mary, did you write that damn letter? So second first of all, we look at our photograph taken on self-developing film. Despite the damage, Elena's CO can still be seen on it. So first of all, we were looking for Arian Jung. Now photos changed. What that means, I don't bloody know. So yeah, I think there's some unreliable narrator shit going on here, or yes, some fishy's going on. So this is the kind of game where if you pay attention to notes and stuff like that, I think it can really piece together the story. I mean, no surprise there, right? So I'm gonna do my best. I'm not the smartest peanut in the turd, but yeah, I'm gonna try and put two together just by reading this. Welcome to S23 Sierpinski. You've been selected, or have elected, to be relocated by Aeon to S23 Sierpinski. Located on Leng at the frontier of the solar system, S23 Sierpinski is the perfect place for a new beginning. At our prestigious blank vocational school facility, you will learn new skills to shape your future as a productive citizen of our wonderful nation. Here, you will learn all about mineral extraction, ore refinement, and munitions production, helping the war effort against the remnants of the Empire. And of course, learning is not just about theory. Aeon lets you earn your share while practicing your new craft right at the workplace. Concerned about your family, friends, former colleagues? Ask a protector about our ration sharing plan. A portion of your ration marks will be sent to a beneficiary of your choice. Now that is my first point of concern. Alright, so we're on some space age facility here where people come to work and learn shit for the great nation of whatever the fuck it was. And if you have any concerns about your friend's family being hungry, then you can give up your own rations to give to them. Which doesn't seem like the best way to go about it. I mean, sharing is caring, and if your loved one's starving to death, fair enough, but their solution, oh, if you're hungry, just give them some of your food, mate. Surface access lift, I don't need to go back. Also, what happened with our melty face office thing that happened? We climbed into a hole that stopped existing, picked up a book, Our face melted off. Now we're here. Yeah, so there's some weird shit going on. There's a key card with a note taped to the window of the reception. Due to staff shortage, report new arrivals at classroom 4C, northeast. Pick up the receptionist key. Absolutely. Yeah. Use the receptionist key. Sure. It's locked. It requires a key. A surveillance camera. Now, if Metal Gear Solid has taught me anything, I should be able to sneak by this if I get right under it. But look at this guy. He's fucking boss fight camera. Get out of it! Surveillance camera. Is someone watching me? Probably. The rule of 6. Remember the rule of 6. Never carry more than 6 items on your person. Property is a privilege. Keep your pockets empty and your bag light. Sure. Locked, and that's locked. Can we tear this tape off? Nah. Door's defective. Must be taped. Ew. Yeah. How you going, love? A dead Yule unit. She's in a horrible state. Infected-looking biocomponents are bulging out of her damaged shell. What happened to her that would cause this? Dunno. Shing, and here we are. What? Service request form F29. Filling out some kind of form details. Now I'm sure if you pay attention to the ID that Euler S2309, that will also help with the story, but fucking I'm struggling with names, like putting 2 to 2 together. I got all the way to the end of Liza P without remembering who Sophia was, one of the most important characters in that, so let's just forget about remembering numbers. This looks like it's a request for a wall safe. The wall safe in the classroom 4B keeps resetting to the default combination. What's the point of the whole radio broadcasting system? A broadcast energy transmit. If our safe can only be opened with the wall code in the manual. Alright, so there's a safe somewhere around here that's just as a default code. Memorandum wall safe codes. It has come to my attention that at least one worker might be aware of the code broadcasting frequencies for the protector wall safes. Any workers connected to this leak are to be interrogated until the culprit is found. I'm restricting all radio privileges for workers until further notice. Adler. Adlays. I think Adler is German for eagle. Here is our... let's save this. This is our save room. Again, potentially another little nod to Silent Hill 2 with our red squares. I mean, heaven forbid somebody else use a red square. So where should we go? We have some rooms up here. Yeah, I think Adler means eagle. I lived in Germany for a year. Fun fact. I lived in Hamburg, up in the north. Why was she abandoned here? Yeah, Hamburg's a pretty cool place. Lots of live music, very alternative. Bloody cold in the winter, I tell you what. It was close to the water, so that wind would just cut through me like a knife. But cool place. I enjoyed it. People there seem to be like proud that they're from Hamburg as well. I noticed a few times when people were like, were telling me that they're from Hamburg. It was like, yeah, man, I'm from this cool place, and it is very cool, very cold, very fishy in some places. Alright, what are we doing? Dictionary. Let's read the dictionary. This will be fun. Replica. A biomechanical person, synthetic reproduction of a gestalt. Biological culture grafted onto an artificial endoskeleton and enclosed in a protective exoskeleton. Right, so I think we're an android. Or what's the proper word for that? Replica, I guess. Gestalt. A person that is not a replica. So are we taking reproduction of a gestalt? So we're kind of like a clone of our pilot or something? Synthetic reproduction of a gestalt. Yeah. Something like that. An aperture card microfilm viewer. If I had an aperture card, I could do something with it. Simple first aid kit. I can't use any of these since it's not designed for replicas. Looks like there's a bloody note on the table there, but I can't pick it up. Never mind. So our path forward is through the staff room. Still got cameras watching us here. We can't go down there. We can go down there. We can go up here. Where should we go? Let's go up here. Oh no. Star. An Elster unit? You should leave this place. This facility is lost. Turn back before it's too late. Elster. I'm looking for this woman. Have you seen her? I don't know her, but she might be one of the workers. All Gestalt workers were sent to the mine below the facility. If she's still alive, she's probably down there. That's reassuring. There's an elevator to the mine shaft one level below, but you'll need an administrator's key to use it. No worries, Matt. We'll do that. I'll be out of here soon as this repair patch stops my bleeding. You should get out of here too. I don't know who that woman is, but she's probably dead by now. If you still want to go, good luck. Alright. Pick up the protector key. Yes. For the observation room. Where did we see the observation room? Anywhere? Maybe down here. Let's go check out this room in the corridor. You're locked. Can I read this on the wall? No. And you're locked. Doofened. No running in the hallways. No running in the hallways. Be mindful of your neighbors. Everyone can hear you run. I wonder if that's a gameplay tip. To be like, you can sneak past these baddies if you don't run. We have a wall safe, but we don't know the code. Alright, well, let's go test out our new key on this yellow door. Excuse me. Very gassy this morning. Memorandum. Terminology. I announce the following by order of Aeon. Due to recent events, in accordance with the new Aeon Public Interest Media Regulation, the term blank, which is currently in use in various Aeon facilities, is no longer permissible and must no longer be used. Premises and departments that are currently using the term are to be immediately renamed. Another bad sign. They're controlling what you can say. Maybe it's a cover-up? Management personnel shall black out the term from all signage and documents until replacement terminology is announced by Aeon. With immediate effect, usage of the term in conversation and correspondence is an offence, obscenity to the state, to be punished with 2 cycles of double work shift. Oh no. It may not be easy, but we all have to do our part here. Always remember, our language shapes our world. Perfect world requires a perfect language. Adler again, eh? Kind of watching us like a hawk. Or like an eagle. I'm picking up what you're putting down, game devs. There's no flies on me. And if they are, they're paying rent. Pick up pistol. And we got an aperture card. Picked up aperture card. Bloody hell. It's all happening in this drawer. Pistol. This gun is a gun that shoots bullets. It's a reliable, standard issue gun. To use the gun, equip the gun. To aim the gun, and to fire the gun, fire the gun. Don't waste ammo, for it is a resource of the nation. When the target is down, try to finish it off. By kicking or hitting it with a baton to preserve ammunition. Right. Actually, did we check the bottom drawer? Nothing. Alright. Let's equip our gun. Bam. Even got a laser pointer. Card with a piece of microfiche inside. Alright, well, back to the microfiche room. Oh, how you going, love? Oh, so you're alive, eh? Oh my god! Oh! Done. Just like that, eh? Ooh. Hey, not Alina? Oh, hello. You don't belong here either, do you? I'm Isa Itao. You should be careful. There's something wrong with this place. You don't say. I don't know what happened, but it's probably dangerous to go any further. You don't say. That's okay, I understand. I have something I need to do too. Take care. Hope you find who you're looking for. Cheers, love. Never mind this eviscerated corpse on the ground. Was that the Euler unit that she just shanked? Can we read this now? No. We can read this. Ice's note. Erica, if you find this note, despite everything that's happened, I've come to look for you. Isa. Seems that everybody's looking for somebody. Use the aperture card. Yeah. Alright. Cool story. Cool story. Enter the factory default code 204512. Alright, well, we got the code for the wall safe. How you doing, love? You're still dead? So I will be playing this like I play most survival horrors, and that will be try to avoid as many enemies as I can, put down the ones that are blocking your path, trying to save ammo and ammo and the likes, you know. So what was it? It was 204512. Bam. Pick up classroom key. Klassenzimmer. Anything else on the classroom key? 4C. Where is that? There's a door up here I didn't check out, so that's probably it. This way? Yep. Oh, this way. Oh my. That's a lot of blood. Pick up repair pouch. Absolutely. Pick up the 10mm ammo. Absolutely. Use the classroom key. And now we're in the classroom. There's another big ass hole. There's a hole in the earth. Drop down the hole. Why not? Everything else has been so chill. Yep. Yep. Goody. The ceiling's collapsed, there's no way through. How's the music going? It's going pretty hard. Alright, dorks. What do you got for me? Can we go forwards? We can go forwards. We can also go to the left. That's locked. Alright, well, let's go upwards. A dead Yule unit. The synthetic skin and hair on her were replaced with a layer of thin, wet gauze. Parts of her polyethylene shell are missing, exposing her biocomponents. I wonder how this happened. Maybe they watched that funky video that we saw. Ooh, okay. Shit's locked. Locked. Yep. Yep. Ooh, we can go in here. The oscillating fan is mounted to the wall. That might come in handy later. Probably not. A worker's uniform, it looks old and worn. Worker sleeping units. In facilities like these small caged bunks are all a Gestalt worker can call their own. Wow. Jealous of your pad. Diary. Dear diary. The protectors have been worried lately. They're hiding something. There's less of them. Ration plan keeps changing. Elena. That's who we're looking for. Elena says I'm imagining boop, 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 boop. At them, I can feel their fear like it's my own. What are they scared of? Right, so the protectors are scared. That's not a good sign. Another note. A scrawled note. Kick them while they're down, kick them while they're down, kick them while they're down, and what's that? What's that? Kick them while they're down. Good to know. You got 2 cameras in here. Jesus. Where's a bloke supposed to edge? Elena's diary. Aha. Feeling a little lightheaded today. I hope it's not that new flu that seems to be going around. The skin melting flu. I can't afford to miss any more shifts. That storch at the factory was chewing me out for what felt like hours for fainting at work the last time I got a cold. I haven't seen Elster the last few days. That's us. I hope she's okay. More and more people go missing in the mine lately, including replicas. Not even the protectors seem to be safe. Yeah, so this is where shit starts to not make sense. We woke up in the ship, left the ship, crawled into a hole, face melted off, and we were looking for somebody else. Maybe that wasn't Elster, maybe she's someone different. Maybe all of the replicas are looking for their gestalts. But this seems to me that we've been here a while, that we didn't just rock up to this place and don't know what's going on, because Elena's been working in the mine and hasn't seen us. Yeah, I'm not sure. Time to theory craft that one. It's locked. Service request form. Guard workers' quarters. The lock on the staff door in A6 is jammed again, requesting a locksmith. Server status. Electronics reset key is nowhere to be found. I set up a lockpicking kit, but management bumped the elevator engines up in priority, so next shift we'll have to pick the lock. It's just trial and error at this point. Find me if you need a key to open the service hatch, or ask management. Whatever. Fünf. I think fünf means 5 in German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wartungsklappe. Need a service hatch key, do we? Alright, well. Let's go down and to the left. Back and to the left. Have we found a save point yet? Up here? No. An elevator is out of order. It's on the 4th floor, eh? That's locked. And that's broken. What do we have here? Lang Orbital. Fabrics, Arbiter, Krankenflügel. That sounds like a mine and Zuggang. Workers, hospital wing personnel, protectors, operational command. Okay. Good to know. Oh, stop spinning. Key. Key to the Flügenhatschel. Krankenflügel. Yes. Elevator controls locked. Insert protector ID card. Well, we don't have one of those. We'll have to go find one of those. But we have the key. It's that lockpicking thing. I won't tell you how long it took me to figure this puzzle out, because it's a bit embarrassing. But let's just say it was longer than 5 minutes. And shorter than 2 hours. Right. Looks pretty straightforward. Lockpicking thingy. So we have the pins down here. We have a key up here. And we have some gadgets. So the way it works is you want to... see, when you push the button, this shit moves. So you want to... Like the man said, it's just trial and error. Back. Alright. What was it? This one down, this one up, this one up? No, what? Alright. So which ones do we have? Okay, so the third one needs to come up. Bam! There we go. Speed run. It's locked. Box. The box is locked. It looks like it requires some sort of square-shaped key. It sure does, doesn't it? Hey, a save room and a storage box. Well, let's put away our repair patch and our photo and our bullets. And another repair patch. I'm going to try and only take out the bullets I have in the gun when I go out of a save room and leave my ammo in the box. It's a nice pleasant screen. Alright, well, I am going to just quickly stop the recording, check the audio. Hopefully it's good. And then, yeah, we'll get cracking back into Signalis.